Now, before we start tonight's stream, uh, I guess I do want to briefly talk about Monday. More or less what happened Monday. I'll try to be as brief as I can, but I feel it should be brought to everybody's attention because it really made me upset to a point where I could not even do a stream on Twitch yesterday because I needed to calm down. I was thinking about coming on here and memeing it up. Ooh, maybe making this little funny thing I could put in the background and this little bit I can do at the beginning, but no. I'm just gonna come out here and say it because I don't like hiding how I'm feeling with you guys. I always like to tell you when something is making me feel like shit or very something like that, or if I'm sick or something. But anyways, so on Monday, right? God, there was a whole slew of things. First of all, well, I guess I'll say this first. My favorite person that I love to watch on Twitch and who does also inspires me to want to become a VTuber someday, got pretty much stalked by some creeps while she was going out at night to like a restaurant and getting food, whatnot. So, that sucked to see that she posted about that happening almost in real time. But she did get out of there. Thankfully, somebody helped her out of that situation. It was a couple that was also there, happened to be there. They managed to get her away from those group of creeps, so that's good. I really hope that she's doing well. She hasn't, she's been feeling down like the past couple times she's streamed here and there, but I hope that she's doing well now, and I wish her the best. That's first thing. Second of all, the main big chungy wungy, as Omni would say, is that Ninji Sanji is a horrible VTuber agency. That is the gist of it. I want to bring it to your guys' attention because the shit that they did in the span of like minutes to hours in between was, it's just like, I don't even know the words. A company doing this shit in public. Now we know companies, have their shady shit behind the scenes, right? But the fact of what they did was so public and so like, I don't even know what to say. Like, I've never seen such a stain in the VTuber community, and a big company like them like do everything that they did. I know I'm being a little bit broad about it, but if you're really interested to know about what happened yesterday, just literally look up Dinji Sanji, or even look up Doki Bird. By the way, if you want to take anything out of this, definitely go show your support for Doki Bird during this time, because Dinji Sanji is trying to make everybody, even X talent, just feel like absolute garbage with what they're doing. And I've only watched like one person of Sanji, and now they're not even there anymore, which is funny. So I never really had a big connection with them other than that one person I used to watch. But now that they're no longer there, and seeing as how They pretty much dodged a bullet by not being there with all the shit that's happened. God. Just know. That's what's bugging me today. I'm sorry for this little rant of mine, but I need to let you guys know what's up. That's what was bugging me on Monday. And now it's Tuesday. The news still bugs me, but I think I'm more in a state to laugh about it and try to wave it off. And I'm hoping that things, won't hopefully get any worse. At least, God, probably just please. I need some fucking positivity right now. That's all. Because I don't want to be negative, especially in my streams. I want to spread the positivity, but I do have to address that. If anybody comes in and talks about what happened by chance, because I may have told a friend or two, just know that I may get a little bit upset over it, but I will try to move on. From what happened Monday, since it doesn't involve me directly, but it involves something that I love at this point and really want to get into myself. And it's really sad to see that a company like that has, and almost seems like has always been, taking advantage of their talent. So, yeah. Last thing I'll say is that no matter what that has transpired, I know I literally made two tweets yesterday about, maybe three, about the company Ninja Sanji, right? That may be damning if, I don't know, later down the line, but I don't know. Bleh. I think this is more turning on into a rant in a second. Maybe I'll make this its own separate thing now that I think about it. Because it really, no shit, it bothered me to the point where I was... It just feels like such a betrayal to VTubers as a whole, and to see such big names being used and mistreated and pretty much held in an iron fist by the company that doesn't even pay them an acceptable amount, a percentage of what they earn from their streams, probably their memberships they get on YouTube, all that. It just made me so fucking upset to see all that. And regardless if they are being held against their, in quotations, their will, but in a way it kind of feels like they are, because from what I understand, one of the talents who was on that stream, I think it was a stream with the black screen, hopefully you guys know what I'm talking about. One of them apparently has a visa in work visa in Japan right now, and you could probably put two and two together of maybe why they agreed to do something like that stream in the first place, because they're probably being literally held against their will, because if they don't do it, Their livelihood can just be gone like that because of the company. And just, I don't know, probably leaving them without a home or to rot or something like that. It's just so fucked up. Uh, I'm definitely not making like any sense, but please, if you're interested to learn more about this situation, do look up videos like Moist Critical has made a video on the situation. Mudahar also has made a video on one, and those are pretty good. I would suggest looking at those to get the full down low on what's going on and why this kind of situation has really, really upset me. As a person who would like to get into VTubing more, you know, it's really like disgusting to see a big agency like that has been taking advantage of their talents for so long. And not to mention, I didn't realize that they had other branches. Like I forget, there's one, I don't remember what branch it was, but there was one branch somewhere, because the main branch of Ninja Sanji, right, or the main place of Ninja Sanji is Japan. That's the big part of Ninja Sanji. That's where it all started. That's the number one. And they had a bunch of branches that they made over time. Yeah. There's one that I don't remember the name of. Or I don't remember where it was at this moment. There was one in Korea. There was one in Indonesia. And the one here, or the one that's known as EN, which is, English. And those other three branches, they were dissolved. And I wonder why at this point. Because the management is fucking, I don't know what to say, evil. Evil, they only care about themselves. They only want to line their pockets. And they don't want to give a single... They don't want to manage like the people that they run the agency for. It's just, it's fucking surprising, man, that they have gotten this big, and that this kind of stuff hasn't broken out any sooner. Like it definitely, they make VTubing companies look bad by existing, man. That's what sucks. Because now, honestly, if I was to ever theoretically, I don't know if it's theoretically, but if I was to ever, become a full VTuber, I hope, that's still a thing we're working on. But if I was to ever become a actual VTuber, right, and I get approached by a company, any company, even if it's a well-known or like one that's trying to start up or some shit, I don't know if I could really put my trust into a big corpo, now seeing how the way of Ninja Sanji has gone. Not to say they're all like that, but at the end of the day, a corporation is a corporation. And you do not want to break your back for a corporation. Never, ever. You could love where you work at. You could love the company, right? But never break your back for them. Stick to your contractual rights. Make sure that contract is allows you to sustain a living in that company. And don't accept don't accept fucking outrageous like percentages that don't even that don't even give you enough to support yourself. Especially when your company is all about, supporting the talents. What a disgusting company. I think this will actually become its own separate thing now, I think about it. So I'm going to be restarting stream in a second. I'm going to have to probably put the goddamn chat box up again, but I just had to get that out of the way because it was bugging the shit out of me yesterday, and I was gonna try to breeze through it before starting what I was playing today, but then I just really thought about it. I'm like, this is actually something I have to talk about. So with that, we're gonna close out this little video, even though it's technically a stream, but I'm gonna consider it a video. And if there's anything to know, if you want anything to know from this, it's to never let a company like this take advantage of you. Ever. I hope the livers, talents, whatever, can get the hell out of there. And as for Nijisanji, Ian, or even if regular Nijisanji is responsible for everything that's happened, whatever may be the case, I hope that they get their fucking comeuppance in full for this, because this is unacceptable. Alright, well, see you guys soon.